Good morning, everybody. I am so excited to see you all, even though I cannot see my picture. Something's going on, but that's okay. I'm going to keep going. Laura, my good buddy, will you text me and let me know if you can see me or if you can just see my share screen? Because I don't know if you can see me, which is okay. Sometimes it's okay just to see what I am presenting. But hopefully you can at least see my screen. I want to make sure that that is happening. So somebody can text me, my fabulous people. Okay, you can see me. Okay, I can't see myself, but that's okay. Sometimes that's better. I'm super excited to have you all here. You know what this means. It means that we are gathered here to learn something about positive psychology, some lesson, some tool. We're going to actually practice it because I can tell you to do it. I can send you a note. I can post it on Instagram, but unless you actually sit down and do it, you're probably not going to do it. It's not going to become a habit. So I am telling you, grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, put your phone on silent because this is the time for you. It's only half an hour. We come in, we get it done, we leave, but we make it a habit. So today, oh, yay, very exciting news. Okay, I have decided when we know better, we do better. I want to keep pouring on all the tools. So I'm going to do a giveaway every Friday. Every Friday to all of you who are listening. And I'm such a big fan of Abraham Hicks. And I'm going to actually do some quoting today about Abraham. So I'm going to give away these two books that I love, The Law of Attraction, The Basic Teachings, and Ask and It Is Given. They're two most popular books. And I'm going to do it if you hashtag me or at me. What's that called? Tag me, not at me. I don't know. I'm going to make up words now. On Facebook or Instagram, but don't just tag me, tag friends, but also tell me what's your takeaway. Really, I'm not just about trying to build a following. Like, it isn't about how many people are following me. I'm not tied to that. What it is I'm just trying to share the news. So if there's something that you really take away and you think there's one person or 50, I'm not going to complain. But if you have somebody that you know out there who you can tag, who like something from today really resonated with you, I just want to know that you're sharing it, because really one of the ways that we become happier is that we share this information. We are helping other people be happier. We are at a higher vibration when we're doing that. It's helping us attract what we want. And so it's not even for me. This is really for you. I just want to be able to get your name so I can send you something. But, comment on the Facebook, publicly tell people what you're learning, some little nugget. And then, maybe invite them to this so that they can get it as well. Remember, this is all free. It's if you go to Happier by the Minute, if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram Live, you can go to Happier by the Minute and subscribe to this Happy Huddle. See, it just sounds good. It makes you feel good just coming. Come to the Happy Huddle, and then when you subscribe to that, you get access to all the past ones. This isn't even number 15. This is number 16. So when you've got all kinds of lessons, they're all half an hour. That's like 8 hours of content to just make you happier. And if you can tune in every week, then you make it a habit. See how this works? I love it. All right, let's get into it. Today, one of my favorite terms that I'm pretty sure I made up, but I don't know, stop when-thenning and be happy now. So when-thenning is when I get blank, then I will be happy. So let's fill in some of these. When I get rich, then I'll be happy. When I get a partner, a boyfriend, a love relationship, then I'll be happy. When I get that car, then I'll be happy. When I get that job, then I'll be happy. When I get a big house, then I'll be happy. When I get fill in the blank. When I get my husband to start listening to me, when I lose 20 pounds, 50 pounds, then I'll be happy. When my house looks like that, when I look like that, when I'm making, you know, as much as that person, when I have that job title, then. Stop when-thenning. Because there is no there and there is no then. There is only here and now, okay? Because let me tell you a little tidbit. There's a difference between pleasure and happy. So all those things, a car, a house, love, like those little bits of things, those are all momentary feelings that come from something external. You feel happy because that person did something. You feel happy because you have that car. You feel happy because of some little something that is externally motivated, that if you get something, somebody gives you something, you earn something. And happiness is intentional activities and habits that promote long-term health and well-being. And I just think of this, happiness is enjoying the ride. And happiness isn't about being happy all the time. It's really a well-lived life. And pleasure is when you're seeking that bits of pleasure to be happening every single time. Like, you know, remember when you really wanted that pair of shoes, or you really wanted something, or even a house, some people know, or a salary. But as soon as you got that, there was still something more. It's still something. It wasn't like you were done. So, and a lot of people think that money will get you that thing, and then that will get you happiness. But even if we get that thing, we still want more. And so it really is just getting your head around getting to that final point, which is happy. If money is going to get you that thing, which is going to make you happy, why don't we just focus on being happy, right? Like, let that sink in. Why don't we just focus on being happy now? Because then if you're happy now, then maybe that thing doesn't matter, because you think that if I get that car, then it will show that I am successful. And if I am successful, then people will admire me and it will be validating. And if people admire me and validate me, I'm going to feel happy. Well, let's just skip to the end, my friends. Now, if you can just be happy today on other things, on what you're grateful for today and what you have and the things that make you feel joyful, then does it even matter if you get that car and feel the validation? I mean, even if you don't get those things and you're happy now, do those things really matter? And does getting that money and that car and that job really matter? I don't know, something to think about. Now, it doesn't mean that we don't keep growing, but we can grow and attract even more when we are happy. So again, I talked about this in an earlier huddle about the hedonic treadmill. So I just want to remind you, there's an actual term for this. Sorry. The hedonic treadmill represents the endless journey to reach happiness when chasing things that we think will make us happy. Again, if we just be happy, that carrot is just going to come to us. It is the law of attraction. So again, people think that it's money. That's a really, 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 really big topic. There are millions of books and videos and Instagram pages and people telling you, I can help you make money. $105,000. That is the latest research. You might have heard $75,000 or $76,000, but now the latest research is $105,000. That is the ideal income for life satisfaction in Northern America, $105,000, because that's really what you need to get shelter and food, and really that's the most basic needs that we need. But here's the crazy part. Beyond that point of 105,000, people tended, it coincided with lower levels of happiness and well-being. Think about that. I'm not saying you only have to earn 105,000, and it doesn't mean you can't be happy at 70,000 or 60,000. It doesn't mean you can't be happy at 1,000,000. But just remember, more money doesn't equal happiness, joy, giving, all the things that we talk about in all these other huddles is what brings you happiness. Don't focus on the money. Focus on the other things. And the crazy thing is the money comes, but you're not as attached to it. And it isn't about things anymore. Now money will be about freedom and about giving, and it will be about sharing, and it will be less about those things. It's so funny when you let go of that need for it and the attachment to it, it starts coming, but it feels differently to you. It isn't like, oh, this is really wonderful. Like, I have to tell you, it's so funny. I went to a charity event the other day and I bought some raffle tickets. There were probably 500-600 people there. I bought some raffle tickets for $100, donating to the charity, never being attached to winning. And lots of times I don't win. I was literally walking out the door when they called my name. Stacey Sellar, $800 winning to this salon in San Francisco. And I was like, fantastic. That's so amazing. And my first thought was, who can I share this with? So, Mom, I'll be calling you later. But anyway, who can I share this with? And I'm so excited because it's going to mean a day out for me and my mom, and I can do something super special for her. But I wasn't attached to it. I wasn't standing at the front there going, I hope I win, and hope I get the Tiffany, $2,000 at Tiffany. I just let it go. I gave to charity. But anyway, my point being, it comes. It just shows up when you let go of it. And so I just thought that was a really fun story. So anyway, what you think and how you feel about what you think is your point of attraction. And I really want to get to this. Where are you coming from? Are you coming from lack? We know what that looks like. Are you coming from abundance? We know what that looks like. Is your cup overflowing? And how do you get that cup overflowing today? What do you have today that you can fill that cup with, so that you aren't saying, well, when I get that house, when I get that job, when I lose that weight, when I make that money, then that cup will be full. I promise you, fill that cup today with whatever you have around you, and I promise you it will begin to overflow. It is undeniable, unbelievable. So many people are teaching it. Abraham Hicks for one of them. Oh, look at here. I have a little moment from Abraham Hicks. So please listen.
Humans keep thinking, I'm without it, 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 and I don't like 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 it, and when I get it, and when I get it, and when I get it, I'll be happier, I'll be happier, I'll be happier. So I don't want to be without it, I want to be with it. I don't want to not have it, I want to have it. And when I have it, then I'll be happy. And it doesn't work that way. You got to be happy, 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 and then the manifestation comes, you see? Satisfaction all along the way. And once you catch on to this, and you have something really central to it, it is so satisfying, that is so life-giving, that will be so meaningful to you along the way, is that you will come to this awareness that most humans don't want to hear from us or anyone. You're never going to be satisfied completely. There's always going to be something else, because the experience of being a creator and witnessing the turning of vibrations to thoughts and thoughts to things is where it's all at. When you are a creator, you want your hands in that clay, and creating is where it's at. And so not only are you not ever going to get it done, because once you've manifested this, there's a whole bunch more in the pipeline. You can't stop your experience of asking for more, and your inner being's not ever going to stop providing the more. And so there's never going to be a time when in your human body that there's not a potential for a gap between who you've become vibrationally and who you've allowed yourself to become by what you focus on. And so once you understand that, so step one is ask, and contrast causes that. Step 2 is source answers, and that's not your work at all. Step 3 is you want to get into the receptive mode through meditation. It's the easiest way. It's the most secure way. Step 4 is you're really good at step 3. Step 4 is mastery of alignment. Step 4 is when you would rather feel good than not, and you understand that feeling good means resonance with who you really are, and that's what you're going for as much as you can. And step 5 is you're back in a contrasting moment, and you're not mad at yourself because you understand step 1 will always happen. You're always going to be asking for something beyond where you are because you always have wanted and always will want that exquisite, delicious experience of getting to move into the more. You're a creator. Can you imagine being someone who sculpts great things? People say, what do you do? And you say, I'm a sculptor. What do you sculpt? This, I sculpted this. What's next? Nothing. That's it. Do you like it? Do you like it? What else are you going to do? Nothing. That's it. I did that. I did that. I did that. I did that. And that's enough for me. I did that. I did that. There's no juice left in that. No matter how much you sell it for, there's no juice left in that. It's the next idea and the next and the next. It's the next thing coming into becoming and the next and the next and the next and the next and the next. And as in your human form or in your non-physical form as we are, there's no ending to our becoming. We are all in this together.
We are all in this together. I love that moment. And so what she's saying is you're always creating things. It's like this conveyor belt is coming towards you, and your energy is what's impacting what is coming to you. And if you are in a state of alignment and joy and happiness and appreciation right now, you're impacting those things that are coming towards you. And so you can ask, and when she says contrast, what she means is challenge. So if you have a challenge, then it is what is making it clear what it is you want. So if you are feeling like I want a relationship, okay, you're feeling that's the contrast. I don't have the relationship, but don't sit in the lack of the relationship. Put it out there. She calls that a rocket of desire. Put it out there, but don't sit in the lack of it. Be happy now. Once you've thought it, once you've told the universe that you want it, it's on its way. If you believe that, then it is. And you can tell yourself, one of the things I always tell myself, everything always works out for me. It is happening in its own time. So come into that place of happiness now so that you can attract it. But again, don't sit in the lack. And you're always going to want to be creating. And so if you're stuck in the place of I'm never happy, even once we've created all these things around us right now, but if you don't notice them and appreciate them, then you can't create more things. So I know it can be a little bit heady and a little bit confusing, but the point is when I get blank, then I will be happy. How about we just change it to I will be happy, and those things will happen. Right? So just find some ways. So now what I want to do is we're going to spend literally like 4 minutes. I want you to get out a piece of paper, and you are just going to radically write all those things that make you happy. And yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. I don't want to spend just 4 seconds on this. I really want you to figure out what it is that makes you happy. I want to spend a couple minutes. Really, write it down. If you're driving, you're going to spend this time just thinking, what are all those things that make me happy? Go through it in your head. I'm meaning even be quiet. I'm going to try to be quiet for a few minutes. Everything that makes you happy. Just keep writing. What brings you joy? They can be big, they can be little, they can be as small as walking out in nature, they can be as big as traveling the world. Think of things that you smell, think of things that you eat, think of people. Write down the names of the people that make you happy. Don't just write family, write their names. Don't just write friends, write their names. And don't just write watching TV. What about watching TV? Is it laughing? Is it being entertained? Is it learning? If it's social media, what on social media do you love? Inspiration? Laughter? Oops, we're going to do a couple more minutes. Because I want you to really think about, don't get stuck at 4 things. Does gratitude make you happy? Think of things that don't have a lot of action. Affirmations, do they make you happy? Saying really positive things about yourself, complimenting other people, doing a random act of kindness, does that make you happy? I love walking by people. I am the most random person, but I will tell you, I love complimenting strangers. It just makes me feel good. I just will walk by anybody. I love those shoes. Love that dress. Your hair is so cute. That's it. Just love it. Just love dropping seeds of joy wherever I can. I don't even know if it makes their day. I mean, everybody likes a compliment. Anyway, sorry. Shh, I'll be quiet. I hope you keep going. Learning something new, maybe a craft. An act of learning, not even the finishing of it. All right, another 30 seconds. I won't torture you with this, but really this should make you feel so good about just what makes you happy. And then the goal, my friends, is to do more of these things more often. That list, put it next to your bed, on your mirror in the morning, on your, make lots of copies on your refrigerator, on your desk, in your car, so that if you're ever starting to feel frustrated, go to this list and do more of these things. What brings you joy? Add it into your days, more of them. At the end of the day, you should be able to check off 5 of those things. And again, what we're trying to do here is build that feeling of happiness and joy, really sincere, because that is the place of vibration that attracts what it is that you think you want. But honestly, once you get happy, you kind of go, what do I even need that money for? What do I need that car for? Because I'm already happy. And yet you can still want more. You can still want to create, because that's what we love doing. That's what we're here for. We love creating. Like, I don't just create one of these happy huddles and I'm done. I love every week the struggle of figuring out exactly what to write and how it comes through, and being exhausted at 1 o'clock in the morning because I'm still, you know, trying to make it right and find the right ways. But I love it. And I look forward to the challenge every week. It's not just about being done. I love the challenge. And when it's over, I can't wait to do another one. And I can't wait to see what this is going to turn into. And then just things are happening for me. But it brings me so much joy. These are just as much for me as they are for you. So anyway, what's next? Oh, so I do want to remind you, well, let me do this really quickly. I am, you know, people do send me questions. And so if you're stuck, you can email me at Stacey@happierbytheminute and I will answer it. And so every week I'm going to answer it, because I really do feel like some of these questions I get are questions that everybody or somebody else might have. So I got an email from Nicholas that said, how long do I have to write in a gratitude journal? Okay. Hopefully if you're on this call, you know the answer to that already. I don't know. How long do you want to be happy? How long do you want to feel those feelings? The gratitude journal is a tool to feel happier and to feel that you're in a place of abundance and joy. It is not a tool to get there. It is not a tool to, you know, if I write, you know, 45 pages, is that enough to get to what it is that I want to attract those things, the whens, so I can get thens? That's not what it's for. The gratitude is for today, to increase that feeling today, to increase that vibration today, and then you will be happier. And then the rest is gravy. So the answer is, for as long as you want to be happy and for as long as you want to live in that vibration and attract. So, you know, I'm always looking for ways to deliver you the tools, but also figure out ways to make those tools a habit. Gratitude, you can create gratitude as a habit by doing a journal every day. So I'm just going to tell you, and if that doesn't work for you, it's too hard, then turn them into Post-it notes or turn it into 3 things you say while you're brushing your teeth. But just figure out a way to make gratitude, a habit, okay? So my friends, this is the Happy Huddle. Now remember, you are entering to win, I didn't put another slide in here, 2 books from Abraham Hicks, who I love. As you can see, great inspiration. If you need it, just YouTube Abraham Hicks and it will, you know, 5 minutes of that will help you feel better. I'm going to give away these books today. So we're going to make a post on Instagram about these books and today's huddle. So if you want to hashtag it and add it or tag it or on Facebook and say something you took away from today, please. That's what you're sharing. You're not just sharing the Happy Huddle. You're sharing what's something you took away that you think some other people would really enjoy. So I'm actually getting you out of here 1 minute early, my friends. So, well, by the time I figure out how to get out of here, because it's not showing me, I really love you. I love that you join me every week. Please, you can subscribe to the Happy Huddle so you don't miss one. So you make this a weekly habit. Go out and find ways to be happy today. I really do love you and cannot wait to see you next week. Okay? Thank you. Bye.